Top 5 Best Bookshelf Speakers. Number 5. Q Acoustics 3020i. We weren't huge fans of the original Q Acoustics 3020 speakers, which we felt were overhyped. The 3020i speakers fare better, and crucially, they are small and compact enough to work exceptionally well as a pair of speakers for PC gaming. The sound is refined and clean, with crisp detail and improved bass. Despite the small size of the speakers, you get some decent low end here. Their size makes them a compelling option, better than similar models from the likes of Edifier and Fluence. One of the biggest problems with the Q Acoustics 3020i speakers was that at high volumes, the sound became brittle and harsh. We wouldn't recommend listening to these on high for long periods. They don't have the finesse or clarity of some. Number 4. Kanto Tuck powered speakers. We fully anticipate some grousing in the comments about how traditional passive speakers will always be better than active wireless models, but our response to those folks is simple: you haven't heard the Kanto Tuck. Their air motion transformer tweeters result in absolutely extraordinary detail. We couldn't believe just how rich and sumptuous the sound quality was, and for once, a set of speakers more than lived up to the considerable hype. The Tuck aren't perfect. They offer a slightly dated Bluetooth version and we found it difficult to get a precise volume. But the sheer range. Number 3. MartinLogan Motion 35's tie. The MartinLogan Motion 35's tie is a significant improvement on the original 35XT. There's an AMT tweeter on each speaker, and the result is exquisite detail and realism. These are among the most elegant speakers we've tested, with distinctly more style than big bruisers like the Polk Legend L200s and SVS Ultras below. The design is elegant, with the distinctive MartinLogan base plate and a sloped cabinet. High-end speakers need to look and sound the part, and these MartinLogans hit both. We first heard the Motion 35's tie at an audio show and loved them instantly. Getting a pair into our testing room a few weeks later reinforced why we think they're the best high-end. Number 2. Fluence Signature Series Hi-Fi. Very few bookshelf speakers look as good as those offered by Canadian manufacturer Fluence. They also don't usually cost $200 a pair, which these do. With their black and yellow colorway and robust cabinets, these speakers are eye-catching and fun. But they are no lightweights, delivering one of the best audio experiences we can think of for under $300. We tested several speakers in this price range, and none impressed us more than the Signature Series Hi-Fi. Compared to inexpensive options like the Edifier R1280T, they really shine. We did sometimes feel like the sound was overly bright, not to the point of harshness, just with a little bit too much emphasis in the high end. It meant that they were slightly fatiguing after a few hours. But that's a Number 1. ELAC Uni-Fi 2.0. We don't think you'll find a better or more versatile speaker than the new ELAC Uni-Fi 2.0. The second version of designer Andrew Jones' speakers is just immense, offering one of the biggest, punchiest, and most enjoyable soundscapes we've ever come across. Whether we were listening in our oversized home theater testing room or a small office, these speakers performed brilliantly. We were also particularly impressed with how easily they moved between hi-fi and home theater systems. They sound just as good with a stereo amp as they do with an AV receiver. Jones completely redesigned these speakers from the original, and it really shows. Our previous title holder, the Bowers & Wilkins 606s, would need a truly special challenger to unseat them. ELAC and the Uni-Fi 2.0's managed to do it, producing what we think is one of the best speakers around. We would say that one downside of these speakers is that they aren't real. Check out the description for more information and updated price.